Are Kenyan TV shows boring, or are we trying?
This is not an interrogation. We are looking for some sort of leads.
MTV Shuga Mashariki is out, a couple of episodes out already, and Kenyans have been tuning in. And as we tune in, we of course have our own observations and reactions and takes on this program. So some Gen Zs, some Kenyan youths, because this program was actually aimed at highlighting things that Kenyan youths experience, especially as they transition from, being a young person to an adult, campus experience, bullying, literally aimed at the Kenyan youth. But when the Kenyan youth are not feeling it, when the Kenyan youth are criticizing it, is the message getting home?
So I've just finished watching the first episode of MTV Shuga Mashariki, this new one. And it's us, of course, because apparently Kenyans, after writing Nairobi Half-Life, after writing Sugar, we absolutely just lost our source on how to write good TV shows.
MTV Shuga Mashariki is a project that the team behind it have been working on for more than a year. Of course, they had to begin with auditions, and then they had to prepare, they had to shoot, they had to edit, all that, right? And who is behind all this? So we have three directors, three female directors, June Dinya, Mkaiwawi Mwakaba, aka MK, and Likarian Wainaina. Now, all these directors are renowned directors in the film industry. They've got huge portfolios. They've done projects that have even won awards. There's also the production company that was backing this project, and this is Multan Productions Limited. And they have also got a resume, like they have also worked on other Kenyan shows including Selena, Nafsi, Mofire, and they have also a couple of multiple awards under their belt. Looking at the person who was in charge of the visuals, this is the settings, the photography, the cameraman, and some of the outfits. The person who was doing all this or working on all this, of course, hand in hand with the other people in the industry, was Eno Solik, and that's a big name when it comes to production in Kenya. Let's now move to the cast. We've got Makena Kahuha, we've got Aiso Kabugi, Aiso Jackie Matubia, we've got Basil Mongai, we've got Matthew Ngugi, and we've got Sarah Wanjiru. Most of these people, you probably know them, you've seen them in other Kenyan films as well. So what are we trying to say here? We're trying to say that almost everyone who is working on this film production is someone who has experience in the Kenyan film industry. Not long after the first episodes were released, critics are already flowing in. There's a Kenyan lady on TikTok who made a video pointing out some of the lows of this film and why she didn't enjoy it.
This one feels like I'm in an American high school. There's an anime nerd. And I know that Kenyans now, Nairobians now love anime, but I feel like they are making it seem like they are making it like an American TV show where you have like this anime nerd and he's weird and awkward, and it's just like, no, like Nairobians, like that's not like really like how people consume anime in Kenya, Also, they have like a rugby team, but it's just like, an American football team. Accents. Everyone is speaking in catchphrases, like American catchphrases. Like, I don't know what happens, but Kenyans speak English, but every single time scripts are written in English. Nashanga. It's like atujai ongea lugha. Then the fashion. Why is everyone dressed like that?
Her video has really ignited a conversation regarding this film and all in all Kenyan films and Kenyan TV shows. As I was going through the comments, some people were agreeing with her and were on the same page with her, whereas others were pointing out that the film is actually good and very entertaining and they've been enjoying it so far. Also, out of the total views that her video got, 10% of the viewers liked the video, and I think that's also to say that they too agreed with what she was saying. But she's getting a clap back from digital activist and content creator Esther Kazungu, who seems to share a different opinion. Let's also take a listen.
I feel like then writers, like Kenyan writers and script writers, directors, producers, they should keep making those inauthentic and relatable productions, because that's the only time Kenyans talk about the productions. Let me tell you, Nairobi Half-Life, okay, maybe we did talk about Nairobi Half-Life when it Half-Life when it came out, but the only time I see people mostly talk about Nairobi Half-Life is when another production comes out and it doesn't match up. Anti-Boss, all the productions she has mentioned, I tried scrolling down to see if there was a separate video just paying homage to these good productions, these relatable family productions. So I think that's the loophole, guys. Kenyan writers, do that, continue doing that, because that's the only way Kenyans will talk about your productions. I really would love to see someone sit down and just talk about how a production is good without having to see a bad production. Now Joanze kukompare ti wangefanya kama Nairobi Half-Life. And then also, so do you want many more Nairobi Half-Lives? Because there are many relatable Kenyan productions I've seen, but they're not talked about. The only time we talk about productions is when it's not relatable, when it has an issue. And then also, I don't believe a production can be fully bad. So I usually don't understand when someone creates a video and all they point out is bad.
The one was meant as a response to the other. I think I agree with both ladies at some level. I agree with Natasha because, in all honesty, the visuals in the film do not match the reality of Kenyan youths. We do not have hostels looking like that in Kenyan campuses or even in Kenyan colleges. There's also the concern that Kenyan culture may get eroded as we strive to Americanize ourselves. So those were her concerns. I, however, feel like we have an array of Kenyan films and they don't all showcase the same thing. There are those that give us this vibe. There are others that are a bit traditional. Of course, they'll give us a different storyline and so on and so forth. So creativity is diverse, and that explains why there's also different films in Kenya. But let me know, because she also generalized all the films in Kenya aside from the local ones and said the specific ones that target the youth often end up messing up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know whether you agree with Natasha or you have a contrary opinion. I also agree with Esther Kazungu that we can't always just be ready to call out something, but when it's good, we just, okay, yeah, that was good, and that's it. When it's bad or when it didn't meet our expectations, we are quick to make videos. However, when it's good and when the job has been done well, we are not as quick, we don't give it the same energy. Let me know where you stand, who you're agreeing with, and what you have to say regarding this. Have you watched the show? Have you watched MTV Shuga Mashariki? And did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video. Always keep it here on BNN for more updates.